Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of My NLP Journey. Real stories, real change. I'm your host for this evening. I'm June Acevedo. I'm a certified Neuro-Linguistic Programming Master Coach and Trainer. I'm also the first Filipino certified by the American Board of Neuro-Linguistic Programming NLP trainer here in the Philippines. My biggest motivation is really to inspire you and to remind you that there is still hope. Meron pang pag-asa that you can change your life. No matter if you're the breadwinner out there, you're a single parent, you're struggling right now financially, you can still change and turn your life around. If kami, we were able to turn our life around, what's stopping you? Ngayon, Neuro-Linguistic Programming will help you create that change in your life from the inside out, and you get to live the life that you've always wanted. And for this evening, I'm so excited to introduce our guest. So let me give you a brief background of our guest. So our guest for this evening is the medical director and at the same time a cosmetic surgeon at Beyond Aesthetic Clinic located at Quezon City, Philippines. He recently finished my NLP practitioner certification only last March. And did you know he is one of the most promising and one of the best aesthetic surgeons here in the Philippines. It's such an honor and privilege to have him as our guest for this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome Dr. Randii Ponciano. Doc,
hello, Doc June. Good evening. Wow, so flattering. The introduction.
How are you, Doc?
I'm good, Doc June. Thank you for inviting me here for your podcast or your video. Of course, it's an honor to be featured.
It's also such an honor for all of us, Doc, hearing your story, the transformation that you underwent after March. I'm so amazed, I'm so proud of you. Imagine in just 3 months time, nag-level up yung practice mo. Dami mo ng patience kayo. Hindi ka na ma-reach, Doc. Hindi ka na ma-reach.
Hindi naman. But yes, I feel very fortunate and I agree. Of course, without the yabang side, I think career has leveled up, relationships leveled up. Of course, I'm also amazed at how it all happened. And I guess it's because of NLP. I think it's the mindset that you instilled in us during those certification. I think that plays a big role in how I view life or career for that matter.
Wow, such very inspiring talaga, Doc. And this is really the reason why I do this, is really to honor you, my graduates, no? And also to let everyone know that hindi lang sa akin nagbago yung buhay ko. I mean, it didn't only work for me, but to everyone else who learned and also applied NLP. It doesn't hindi kasi importante na you just learn it, but you also apply it in your life to get the results that you want. Kasi at the end of the day, this is not only for us, but it's also for you then. So Doc, let's jump straight into the action.
Sure, Doc Chun. Go ahead.
So, Doc, this is really my first question. What was your biggest struggle, Doc, before you joined our NLP certification last March?
Our biggest, I think I was so worried at that time, or at least before that time, na maybe I won't make it. Because of course, it's been about 3 years tapos with the pandemic and all, parang you feel na going down, the career, tapos I put in so much effort, especially time, I'm already 39, and then it kind of felt like I'm not going anywhere yet with my career. And so that was my biggest struggle during that time. It was always that what if I don't make it? What if I don't get to see or have patients? Yeah, so that was always the problem or the dilemma during that time. That was the reason why when NLP, opened up, well, for me, it was more of, okay, it would, upgrade ganyan, my skills, not just being a doctor, of course, but, being a person. Yeah, because of course, you get to know how to deal with people and all that. Yeah. So that was my driving force.
And it's so funny during that time that you were supposed to take the January batch. And it got
That's true.
pushed to March kasi nagka-COVID po kayo, Doc.
Yes, had COVID for, well, ano ba? Should I say fortunately, but kasi based on reviews, no, COVID, when it hits you, medyo delicado, scary. But during that time, it was the Omicron variant. So I guess very, very mild yung symptoms. But as they say, it's very contagious. So I guess that's how I got it. Pero ayan, I was stuck for 10 days quarantine.
I could also relate to you, Doc. Kasi during the last 2 days then of the certification ng January, me and my family had COVID then. So I was doing the lecture and then after the lecture, tulog kasi sobrang pagod and
Yeah.
because of
Oh,
the COVID, no.
yung
Doc,
tiredness eh. Yeah. Sige, Doc Jun.
I'm curious, what have you done before to solve this struggle or problem mo?
Siguro it could be ano ba, well just ano, how do you say it? Sariling gawa lang no na parang hindi yan. So parang trying to transfer the mindset to a more positive thinking way. So hindi early lang or hindi pandemic lang ganyan. So that's how I was able to in a way cope up. I mean, of course you see also other people getting hit by COVID, their businesses, their profession. So it was more of, it was happening to everyone. So hindi naman parang, I wasn't really like exaggeratedly down about it. No? Pero syempre, at the end of the day, you still think about, paano na ako, ganyan. What am I supposed to do now? Parang ganyan. So of course, well, other than that, of course, prayers talaga. No, I've always been prayerful about what's gonna happen to me.
That's really amazing, Doc. Yeah, prayers really helps us, even me talaga. We have to have faith then.
It's
Doc,
true.
did those solution work before, Doc? Yung mga ginawa mo for yourself, was it able to help you with your struggles during that time?
Well, I would say na it was a bit slow, no? Siguro parang it was just ano ba, it was a survival mode lang kasi. Now, of course, you don't want to be downhill talaga. You don't want to feel very bad. You don't want to feel worse because of course it will show when you talk to patients.
Yeah.
Parang bad trip siya ata si doc or not in the mood ganyan. So survival mode ganyan. You just want to level the playing field in a sense na sige, wag ko muna isipin yung bad vibes. Ganyan. But there's always that thought na will I make it? Yan. There's always that thought na may good enough.
Yeah.
Kasi I'm sure everyone kind of goes through it at that time. So we have our own means or we have our own strategies to deal with it. So that's what I was doing that time.
Thank you, Doc. No. So, what made you consider enrolling in our NLP certification course, Doc? Aside na we're both from BNI, so
Well, I've always ano ba, how do I say? I've always believed in investing in yourself. So of course, for a lot of people, when they say neuro-linguistic program, you must be into sales to be able to do that or to be able to benefit you, by doing NLP. But for me, I saw it more as a skill that I might want to have because syempre, these skills are wherever you go, whoever you deal with, but it's always gonna be there. Yung neuro-linguistic programming. So buti lang, we're very open about it. Of course, me and my older brother, si Kuya PJ. So sabi namin, yeah, when we first heard about it, sabi namin, game namin, Doc Jun. I don't know if you remember, but we were really going for it agad naman. Yun.
So, Doc, what can you say about the whole certification during those 3 weeks? How was your journey during that 3 weeks, Doc?
Honestly, Doc Jun, I kind of, hindi naman hated it, pero parang, okay, ganito pala yun. Kasi, well, of course, we had manuals and all, no? And having to study for almost, a lifetime, so that's 35 years. Parang, aral na naman. O, sige, parang gano'n at first, no? Pero syempre, actually, just after day one, it kind of felt like, wow, para siyang recollection, para siyang retreat, but on, of course, iba yung retreat when you say religious retreat, no? But this one is more of, ano ba, personal retreat, ganyan, interpersonal more than spiritual.
Yeah.
So, well, for me, that's how it was, no? I mean, uh, parang ang ganda, self-discovery, parang finding out ways to deal with problems, yun nga, changing the mindset and all. So parang, I think I kind of knew that there is something like that. Na parang, sige, of course, with the books that you've been reading, meron namang ganung ways. Pero syempre, iba yung structured way of doing it. Iba yung telling people how you're supposed to do it. You know, how you're supposed to maneuver through your thoughts. Ganyan eh. So, I really appreciated it, you know, how we went through the whole ordeal or through the whole process of the certification. So, of course, it's just like driving eh. No? Parang, okay, eventually you learn how to drive if you just stay behind the wheel for a very long time. Pero syempre, to be able to drive well and safely, you have to have someone teach you how to do it. Ganyan. So I think that's how I see NLP certification.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you for that one. No? I know that it was really hard and alam ko na your brains got fit again after all these years. So imagine medicine pa plus 10 years tapos ito
Ayan
pa.
na.
Tapos
Yes.
you were able to kumbaga squeeze it. But it was really designed to draw out excellence in you. Kasi who would have thought, right? You would imagine hindi siya kasi multiple choice lang, right? It was something
Yes.
that ako mismo when I took it before, I was so shocked that that was the line of exams that they were giving. So, but after you overcome it, you know that anything, you could survive anything, you could surpass anything, Doc. During that time, Doc, what was your biggest, kumbaga, breakthrough or insight that you got from our certification program? That
Definitely.
made a difference in your life.
Yeah, definitely, Doc Jun. That's very memorable, unforgettable. Ganyan. Kasi, like I told you before, when we are dealing with aesthetics, and me having a religious background, ganyan. Parang there's always that question about that line that you draw between vanity and not vanity. So of course, when you're dealing with aesthetics, so syempre, there are patients who are being very vain about it. And so it was always that dilemma. So that breakthrough for me was this exercise that we did during that time. And it was eventually, what I appreciated about it was you really weren't, I mean, no one was really telling me what to do, but it was more of opening up my mind on how to approach things, the dilemma of it. Kasi Doc Jun, parang you don't really tell me na, yeah, this is what you think of. This is what you think of. Hindi, parang you gave me options. No? It's like you gave me doors to open it. Tapos you made it sure na it was up to me. Na it was just about me going into that door to be able to open myself up. Parang ganyan. Kasi you cannot answer things for me. So
Yeah.
that was the breakthrough that I had. So I think that was also why before I wasn't so hardcore about what I was doing as a cosmetic surgeon. Pero after that, parang, yeah, I mean, wala nang nagsa-stop sa akin. I don't have any more inhibitions.
Yeah.
No, I'm always now parang wala yung judgment sa patients, wala yung there's always just that yung care mo na lang, yung concern mo na lang on how to deal with their problem. Of course, even if this is just beauty, something's really going on in their minds. Kaya they choose to have it done. So after noon, yeah, that was the major breakthrough that I really had. I cried during that session, and yung iyak ko wasn't really just teary eyed. I was hagulgol levels, no. I don't remembering it lang, Doc Jun, parang kind of the feeling of I think I cried because I felt that I was free. Ganyan. No one was or nothing was holding me back anymore.
Yeah.
Parang yan. So and then I decided na yes, this is what I want to do. I want to do cosmetic surgery and I want to do it well and I want to do it without all those negative stuff. Yeah. So that was my major breakthrough during that time.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that one, Doctor. Ako rin, hearing you say that, coming from your heart, it really, kumbaga, natatouch talaga ako, Doc. Kasi at the end of the day, it's your journey, hindi naman sa akin talaga yun eh. And it's really great to just cry because we are happy. Di ba? Parang tears
Yes,
of
that's true.
joy. Parang, that's also one thing that ako kasi parang before I had a hard time crying talaga because of what happened in my past sa parents ko. And then after that, after overcoming all those things, being able to release all my negative emotions as well, yung anger, sadness, fear, hurt, and guilt, I would cry more on happy occasions. Kumbaga, that's really, kumbaga mababaw yung luha ko sa mga times like this. We are so grateful and thankful that we just want to cry because we are just happy. Di ba? Yung parang
I agree.
you could see the hand of the Lord here. Yun
That's
talaga
right.
yung mga
That's right.
ganito kasi it's really something that it would really strengthen your faith. Whatever belief you have, you would say thank you. Thank you to your faith, 'di ba? Kasi parang hindi tayo pinabayaan. After all those times, parang I'm just here for you. This is just a tool that I could help you to become the best version of yourself. And I really
Yes, I agree.
honor you, Doc, noon. So, kaya very inspiring. Alam mo, Doc, when we were doing it, kasi I'm just a facilitator during that time I'm just asking the questions and you were the one doing everything, right?
That's
And
right. That's right.
having the breakthrough, kami mismo in the room, we really felt the energy and the sigh, yung parang relief, yung parang,
Yeah.
yeah, yung parang
Uh,
isang buong mundo, yun na,
mm.
oo.
What's weird pa about it, Doc June, was usually you'd feel na parang ashamed or embarrassed that you were crying. Pero during that time, I wasn't. Tapos naiyak pa ako lalo kasi when I opened my eyes, I mean, everyone was just like na-touch or I can see people crying also. I'm like, oh, sarap. Ang sarap ng feeling. Ang sarap ng feeling, sobra. Na parang, I think it stemmed from yung releasing all the negative vibe about it. So that was it.
And also we were really witnessing, we were part of it. That makes us very humble and grateful, Doc, no? Just thinking about it, Doc, ako mismo, it really bumabalik talaga yung feelings of gratefulness. I think we are in the right path of doing this. And also for you, Doc, with the skills that you've learned in neuro-linguistic programming, you could already create a positive impact in your patients as well. 'Di ba? Yung parang nag-guide mo na rin sila with the aftercare, the metaphors, the stories that you could help give them and put them in the right state then, Doc. So I'm just so amazed, no? Amazed that is really parang ako mismo I was so parang that was one of the happiest moments of my life seeing you being able to release that because 39 years or not only 39 years, mga parang when did you decide to become an aesthetic surgeon, Doc?
It's yung weird part eh. I never wanted it kasi nga for ever since man it was vanity ganyan. So I don't want to deal with it parang ganyan. Until eventually nagiging limited yung options ko with surgery. So I said, yeah, why not do this? So yun.
How many years
medyo matagal.
how many years have you been doing aesthetic surgery already?
Aesthetic surgery, well, aesthetics yan for about since 2012 eh. That's when I got my license sa PR.
So imagine
Physician
2012.
license.
2012, Doc, almost 10 years you're carrying
Almost
it.
10 years.
Yeah, that
Yes.
burden. 'Di ba? Ang bigat na
Definitely.
for 10 years you're feeling it. Yung parang every day but suddenly in just one go. And
yeah, exactly. Ganun lahat eh. Yun yung feeling. Parang nawala. Kasi bigla. It's parang, wow. Sarap ng feeling.
And why would we kumbaga why would we dwell in that emotion, 'di ba? Kung pwede lang naman natin i-give up. We could release that, why not? To be able to live a fulfilled and purposeful life.
Yun nga, Doc Jun. I don't know if you've been in touch with mga memes, pero there are, statements that says, we don't need that kind of negativity in our lives. Yeah. I agree so much.
Thank you, Doc. I really honor you and I'm really so proud of you, Doc, no. Doc, how is your life different now after the certification?
Grabe, Doc Jun. I remember you giving us like a timeline, no? Parang in 3 months, how would you see yourself? 3, 6, ganyan.
Yung goals.
Tapos, yung goals, right? Yung goals. Tapos, it hasn't been in 3 months. Tapos parang, actually, nag-iba yung goals ko. Kasi yung goals mo at that time was based on how you perceive yourself eh. Na feeling mo ito lang yung financial capacity mo. So syempre yung goals mo is kind of appropriately, tuned into that.
Yeah.
Pero na-amaze ako na parang, okay, yung feeling mo tuloy, ang babaw ko pala. Parang ganon, medyo mababaw pala yung naging goal mo that time. Kasi I was able to reach a, I don't know, how can I say better goal? Parang ganyan eh, in a way better goal, parang more, parang in a span of, yeah, it was just last March that we finished. So now, so career-wise, actually, not to brag, pero si our manager kasi would always pick me, to consult patients and to interview patients. Kasi for some reason, napapaawa ko sila when it comes to doing surgeries. I mean, hindi naman sa, budol levels, hindi naman. But of course, I guess they are happier because they talk to me and in a way, baka I can relate to them. And actually, minsan nga, I'm not really conscious about what I do. I just know that, sige, I just have to be sincere. I just have to really be caring doctor. Parang ganun. I just have to tell them their options and why I choose this as an option. Ganun. Tapos after a while, nakagulat kasi, Doc, picture tayo. Parang ganun pa. Minsan ganun pa. Consult pa lang. Parang mga ganyan. Oh, so nakakatuwa. Kasi I think I get there, parang nakuha ko yung loob nila. Just by talking to them and not really being, plastic or anything.
Yeah.
Kasi, yeah, but just being open, just being myself. So I'm liking it so far. So kumbaga sa I'm hitting the bat. Ang taas ng batting average ko when it comes to talking to patients and really getting them to do their procedures that they want. Yeah, so that's career naman. And I'm happy even up to now, Doc Jun, wala akong utang. Wala akong financial obligations, as what you would say. Kasi I was imagining it na then by that time I'll get a loan, something like that. So I'm so happy. I still don't have loans. I'm still parang yan. I don't have walang weight na kinikerry. Ganyan. So,
Imagine just releasing that for 10 years.
yun nga, Doc Jun.
Yeah, all talaga. Those, kasi nangyari, Doc, all those negativity that you were having before, you were able to use that energy into something positive. So imagine, right. 10 years worth na parang deep inside, nagpo-pull sa'yo, biglang na-release mo siya. Tapos na-convert mo pa into something positive. And people around you would feel it. Your patients, kasi ngayon, mas magaan na yung loob mo when you're doing it. They would feel the sincerity and they would feel the concern and love from you already, Doc. And what's great here, everything is unconscious. We do it na hindi pilit. We do it kasi we really enjoy doing it.
Yes, yun. Yun talaga, Doc Jun eh. Kasi people would think na magaling mambola, but it's not even bola eh. It's just, wala. I don't know how to explain it. Pero ever since then, parang mas natural, mas ganyan, mas relatable, as you would say.
Yeah, it's really more on, kasi with rapport, with the tools of rapport, Doc, kasi you could already convey your message better. Kasi at the end of the day, you know naman kasi you're helping them eh. Diba? Why would they choose to have it done sa ibang tao if you know you're very competent enough and you're one of the best, diba? Sa'yo na lang. And yes. While you're doing that, you get also compensated along the way because you deserve to be compensated with the energy that you're also giving out. And that's how it works naman talaga. Hindi naman pwede libre, di ba? You deserve. So you're one of the best talaga, Doc. So sometimes kasi feeling natin because of those limiting beliefs, parang nandito tayo sa baba. Pero pag release parang hindi parang yung category mo ikaw lang. Parang nobody compares with me. That's also how I feel. Parang we are in our own categories.
Right.
Diba? Parang that's how empowering neuro-linguistic programming for me is. And that's what I want to impart to everyone, especially sa inyo na mga graduates ko, no, to be kumbaga leaders in your industry, not only leaders but change makers. That through your story you will inspire a lot of people. That sila mismo, they could really change their life for the better. Diba? Living a wealthy and fulfilled life, not trapped financially kasi puro pera na lang, but something that you really have more time to do the things that you want, to be with people that you love and to enjoy the things that you want anytime that you just choose to. That's, I think it's really, kumbaga, the freedom that we have, di ba, Doc? So,
Yes, Doc Jun, I agree. Ganun yung feeling na parang ang saya, ang gaan. And parang all positive lang. So like you said, nung na-let go yung negative vibe, parang napuno siya ng positive vibes Parang ganyan Parang full bat agad. Ganun. Parang kumbaga sa cellphone. No? So hindi siya one bar lang. Hindi ganun. So yan, when I deal with patients, that's how I feel. I think that's also why they like talking to me. Yan. Minsan lang they ask for the number. So I tell them sa clinic. Sa clinic na lang ang usapan. Oo, ganun.
That's amazing, Doc. I'm so proud of you talaga, no? Doc, what do you want to impart to everyone watching here right now, Doc?
Well, to Doc Jun's viewers, to those who are kind of having second thoughts about joining or maybe just wanting to find out, go for it, guys. It's really worth it. I thought I'm a doctor, so usually feeling mo naman okay na ako, but no, of course we all have still spaces for developments. We still have room to grow. So go for this, guys. You won't regret it. It will be, I swear, the best investment of your life. And you won't really learn this in school or even if you go on a retreat. Hindi mo hindi mo matututunan to. No, so I invite you guys to join or at least check out Doc Jun's page. And yeah, like and subscribe. Tama ba yung title? Love, subscribe, and follow. Yeah.
Thank you for that vote of confidence, Doc. It's really kasi what's great with this one is that we empower people with the tools to help themselves and also the tools to help other people. Yan kasi yung parang common misconception of neuro-linguistic programming. They think, and me as well, I was also guilty of that one, that I thought before that NLP is just for sales.
Yeah, I think yes.
Diba? Parang nakala natin how to talk to people, paano magbibenta, but in reality, it's so much, kumbaga, deeper. It's really
hindi siya hindi siya business lang. It's definitely not just business.
It's really more of a self-development certification. It's really a self-development program that will help you have the tools to improve yourself and become the best version of yourself. Parang bonus na, di ba? Yung parang naayos natin yung sarili natin, bonus na naayos natin yung relationship natin sa family natin, yung relationship natin, yung career natin, naggumiginhawa. I think that's really the what's happening there. What's happening there, Doc? Now, once we fix ourselves, nakikilala natin kung sino talaga tayo, ano yung problema natin, ano yung dinadala natin, and once we change that and we let that go, we create the life that we want. Then everything around us, our spirituality, our relationship, our career becomes deeper. Diba? Our faith in the Lord becomes more deeper because we understand that parang we pray to the Lord, no, that help us change for the better. And this is just a tool. Ito, gamitin mo. This is the how to change your life. Diba? Parang we pray for, Lord, please. Pero ito, how? Ito na yung how mo. So
yeah, I was gonna say Doc Jun na because of course it's not just one session Parang I think it's still a continuous effort on like say on my part. So at least I'm aware na I have the tools, to do something else or to do something about my problems. Ganyan. So I really like how it's turning out. My relationship with my fiance, I think it's done so much better now. With family, of course. So, ang saya. Yun lang masabi ko. In a way, ang saya. Parang happiness.
So, and what's great here, Doc, is we have our community. I mean, if we need support, we could just message each other. Parang, hi, tulungan mo naman ako dito. Can you help me with this one? And then, we're just here. We're just here to help each other out. How are you doing? And it's so funny nga, Doc, sa inyo after you graduate, parang sobrang alam nyo na yung gusto nyo. Parang, focus na ako dito. Doc Jun, dyan ka na. Alam ko na yung gusto ko. Naayos ko na yung sarili ko. Diba? That's so amazing because you become empowered. You don't rely on other people because you already have the tools within you to go after the life that you want. That's really my biggest intention. And the main purpose why I'm doing this, Doc, is to create more change makers like us. I think it's about time that we create positive change in this world, in our country. Na hindi tayo reliant sa government, not to other people, but we could help ourselves. We could just decide that we want to be wealthy, we want to live a fulfilled life, prosperous life. Kahit pa bumabagyo, lumilindol dyan, we decide. Diba? We decide. Nobody's stopping us. That's really what I want. And for you to also create that change to other people, to your patients, to the people that you've met along the way. Because hindi mo alam, Doc, that unconsciously, your energy or your actions, sila mismo, nafe-feel nila. And without you even saying it, they would already feel the change. And they would ask you, Arbs, ano nangyari sa'yo?
Yes, sometimes they ask that.
And then, yeah, you share your story. And sometimes they want it. And some people just want to be the same. But at least those people who wants to change, you know how to help them na. Yung parang, bro, I know a tool that can help you because you yourself can already do that to them. You already have the tools as well. You know cause and effect. You could teach that to the people that you meet, reasons versus results. So pwede mo nang ituro sa kanila, Doc. You as well as is their guide towards the change that they need in their life. And stories, di ba? Stories that will change people. Doc, before we formally finish, where can people contact you? And are there any upcoming projects that you want to share to us so that me and the viewers can really support you, Doc? Because your success is also our success.
Well, we have a Facebook page, so Beyond Aesthetics Clinic. We also have, on Facebook. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. So you can message us there, or you can actually message me personally. No, I'm on Facebook and Instagram. I'm sure Doc Jun will post it somewhere.
Yes.
Upcoming upcoming events. Well, we have promos naman every now and then. So if you follow our page, if you're interested in how do you say it, investing in yourself more externally, yeah, that's where I come in. Internally, kay Doc Jun ka mag-invest. Yeah. So yeah, that's it, Doc Jun. Wala naman any
Yeah, because for me, no, if we invest in ourselves externally and internally, and if this will help our self-esteem and self-confidence and self-worth, why not, di ba?
Yes.
Because at
That
the end of the
is
day,
what it
it's
is.
ourselves. We need to feel good. Di ba? We need to feel good. As long na hindi naman tayo mababaon sa utang, pero we need to really feel good. And it's
Yes.
it's our choice. It's our choice talaga, Doc Arbs. And Doc, ano yung clinic schedule nyo, Doc? So that people here can reach out and syempre makabisita sa clinic nyo.
Well, ano naman, we're always on by appointment. So we're open naman from Mondays to Saturdays. So Sundays, doon lang kami close. Pero usually naman we see our patients, even for their convenience, we do free consult. So even via video call or physically, yeah, free naman yung consult. So it's just that ideally by appointment tayo because sometimes baka you might have to wait sa clinic because we're inside the operating room. Ganyan.
Wow, thank you, Doc. Imagine everyone free consult and you will be consulted by one of the best aesthetic surgeons here in the Philippines. So Dr. Arbs, and you are really in safe hands. So if you want to really level up your life, message Doc Arbs. He will really take you to the next level, bring you up the notch in your confidence. And if you need work inside and you have all those negative emotions that you need to release and have the tools to create change, and I'm here for you to help you along the way. So Doc, let me honor you, Doc. I'm so thankful and grateful, Doc, for your time. I know you're really a very busy person, and despite that, you chose to say yes. Not only to me, but also to everyone who will be watching this. Because, Doc, your story will create change your story will inspire a lot of people. Sometimes it only takes one story to really create a change that people need. And thank you so much, Doc, for sharing your
Thank you
time
as well.
with us, Doc.
Of course, Doc June. Anything for Doc June. Thank you very much.
Thank
I
you,
kind of
thank
owe
you.
you for the releasing of that negative
Oh,
energy.
alam mo,
Thank you.
Doc, it was all
Anytime.
you. I always tell you, it's because you played 100%. Kasi hindi naman to gagana talaga kung hindi naman tayo magso-surrender to the process, Doc. Because during that time, you are already, kumbaga, ready to change. You already want to change, Doc. And meron lang tayong tool to help you change. That's amazing here kasi what's great here is that dati parang how can we change? 'Di ba? I want to let go of all this ang bigat ng buhay ko. And then maganda dito ngayon kasi meron na. But there is a solution to the problem. You just have to embrace it and also take action as well. My graduates know that it won't work unless you take
Take
action.
action.
Take action. Kasi wala rin, di ba? No matter how we envision our lives, kung tutulog-tulog lang tayo dyan, it's not gonna be
Yeah.
easy, but still, it's really possible to really create the life that we want.
I agree, Doc June. You have to start. Starting might be the hardest part, but all you have to do is start it. That's it. It's gonna go. It's
Thank
gonna
you,
follow.
Doc. So, everyone, I'm so thankful and grateful for your time with us. I know and I believe that you've been inspired with the story of Doc Arbs. That change can happen to anyone, whether you're a doctor, lawyer, or even in high school or in your 80s. You can always create your life. And what's amazing right now is we have real tools that can help you, na makakatulong sa'yo na mabago mo yung buhay mo. And this is Neuro-Linguistic Programming. Ano nga ba yung Neuro-Linguistic Programming? Neuro-Linguistic Programming will help you have the tools to know yourself. Kailangan mo munang kilalanin kung sino ka talaga. And then after that, you will also have the tools to know kung ano yung pumipigil sa'yo from living the best life that you want. And what's great here is that you will have the tools to change yourself for the better. Amazing, di ba? Complete package. Kumbaga, you will already have the tools and you already have the community to support you along with it. And if you're interested to learning more about Neuro-Linguistic Programming, message me and I'll give you a free 30-minute clarity coaching session. Just like Doc Arbs, if you need help, message Doc Arbs and he will give you a free consult and he will really help you level up your life. Just like what we both do, we want to create change in you so that you will inspire more people. Once again, everyone, thank you. I am June Acevedo. Have a great week ahead. Happy weekend. God bless everybody. And thank you. We honor you. Thank you. Good night. Thank you, everyone.